Rest in peace, Bob Saget. Honestly, this is gonna sound stupid as hell, but it doesn't feel like a Full House anymore. It really doesn't.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Jason, the OnlyFace General himself, back with another video. If you guys are new, welcome to the channel. Welcome to a video. If you guys are old, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. So, guys, if you aren't familiar with the, I guess you can say now, the late comedian slash actor Bob Saget. If you guys don't know who he is or where he's from, he did a lot of work, but mostly he's known for his work on Full House, or I guess you could say Fuller House, with the reboot of the show. It's honestly sad how he passed just out of nowhere. And it kind of sucks. I was growing up, I was a huge fan of Full House. Like, I know I wasn't born in the fucking 80s, mid late 90s per se, but it just goes to show, like, you know, Bob Saget and the Full House crew, I guess you can say cast, they're basically universal. They span from, like, I guess you can say different households to different races, because everyone watched Full House. It didn't matter if you were black, white, Hispanic, everyone watched Full House. Now, I may be talking out of my ass in this regard, but for me, a lot of people, as far as my friends, some of my family members, we all watched Full House. You know, there's times where we watched it together as a family. And, you know, that's really what Full House was. It was a family show, and everybody watched it. Everybody loved it. It had that family aesthetic that you can be a part of as you were watching the show. And that's what I really appreciate about shows like that, especially the old shows that you don't really watch anymore. That comes on a sprinkle of times, and that's basically what Full House was, in a sense. You know, you can go back to that show. You can honestly get a feel of how the 80s were in the early 90s, but at the same time, you get that family atmosphere of, you know, just being a part of a family. You know, the fact that, you know, some of the issues that they had, everyone had, you know. But you know, our rest in peace to you, Bob Saget. Not only were you a huge impact in terms of me and my childhood, but just a huge impact in everyone's life. And honestly, man, without you, I don't even think Full House would have been the same. I don't think Full House would have been as good as it was. So I got a little article to read about Bob Saget. Unfortunately, it has to do with his passing. So, you know, there's that. You know, it talks about how much of a huge impact, as far as influence goes, that he's really made on comedy, that he really made in the TV industry. And, you know, the article goes as follows. You know, Bob Saget's death is a reminder of his huge influence on comedy. Bob Saget's shocking death is a reminder of life's fragility, as we mourn the passing of a triple threat talent who was cool enough to let us in on the joke, that beneath his nice guy television demeanor lurked a wickedly funny, sometimes a risque stand-up comedian who viewed life through a prism of honesty and joy. And I couldn't agree more with that entire opening statement. Saget, who died Sunday in a Florida hotel room at the too young age of 65. Wow, that 65. That's real. That really is insane. Not only co-starred as Dad Danny Tanner in the iconic family-friendly sitcom Full House, and 20 years later, its streaming rival Fuller House, but spent 8 years hosting the granddaddy of reality TV shows, America's Funniest Home Videos, voiced Ted Mosby on How I Met Your Mother. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot he voiced the narrator for How I Met Your Mother. I forgot about that. I just thought there was like a huge ass gap in, like, him doing Full House and basically now, other than Fuller House, because I've seen a few episodes of Fuller House. It's not like Full House, but it gives you that it gives you those good times. I guess you can say it gives you that I just can't think of the word. Fuck it. All this while never abandoning his love stand up comedy with a cutting act that countered his comfortable shoe camera on camera persona. He garnered a Grammy nomination in 2014 for Best Comedy Album. That's what I'm talking about. Don Rickles, no slouch in the comedy department, was among his biggest fans, and how iconic that he died, and how ironic that he died in the midst of a nationwide comedy tour. So he was in the middle of a comedy tour when he unfortunately passed. That's just sad. And on the day the Golden Globes were prepared to steal the entertainment headlines, somewhere he gotta be laughing at his cosmic final joke. Man, damn, that just really goes to show how much Saget was loved. Like, I guess you can say, when it comes to the entertainment industry, he was loved. When it comes to even comedians themselves, he was loved. And honestly, with him being 65 years old, passing, that truly is too young. Like, he was really young when he passed. Like, many people can say, like, if he's 65, give him maybe 80, maybe 10, maybe 20, maybe 15 years. If anything, that's reasonable these days. But it just seemed like he really left us. He left us really too soon. In retrospect, as the article goes on to read, in retrospect, and with hindsight, uh, obviously obvious only after such a tragedy, comes the realization that the television industry has never gave Bob Saget his due. At least in terms of critical validation, he garnered one nomination in his nearly 40-year career, a TV Land Award in 2004 for Full House, and that was 9 years after the series ended its original run on ABC. So he managed to get a TV award, but after 9 years of just the Full House show ending, which I think is kind of bullshit, if you ask me. Then again, as the article goes on to read, then again, as he would have told you himself, awards are just pieces of hardware or shellacky plastic. What the fuck? They don't measure a performer's popularity or their impact on a medium. When all was said and done, Saget did not need any statues, to prove himself. He meant to viewers and to his legion of fans, who would have watched him open an envelope if he meant the chance to see him in action. That's how much they loved him, and he never took that for granted. Honestly, I wouldn't really take that for granted either. Like, I may be a smaller YouTuber, I may have a little to no status on this platform, but for me to just have that many legions of fans, that many people just looking up to me and everything I do, honestly, it just goes to show how big of an impact he really had on the entertainment industry, on the TV industry, on the comedy industry as a whole. But the article goes on to read, so now the world of television and stand-up comedy and everyone who knew Bob Saget personally and professionally will mourn his passing in equal measure. And while his death is monumental is a monumental loss. Damn, I feel slow reading like that. We will after some time has passed, look back and think how beautiful it was that throughout the years and his variety of iterations on TV and in the world of stand-up comedy. Bob Saget invited us into the different aspects of his professional life with a twinkle in his eye and of an arch of an eyebrow that said, "Join the party and have a good time." We did, but it ended too soon. And I just gotta say, it seemed more or less the party itself ended too soon as well. Now, honestly, we can go back and forth of, who's the best comedian, who did this, who did that. But honestly, if you want to be real, it doesn't matter who was the best comedian or who was funnier. It just matters, who was able to put a smile on our faces, who was able to bring us those good times that we all remember, that we all gathered around the TV as a family to watch something that, in a sense, brought us together as a family. And I truly think that's what Bob Saget, the cast of Full House, and Full House in of itself as a show did. Guys, I'm gonna have to end the video right here because honestly, I gotta really say, like, this was pretty much a blow in terms of everyone when it comes to the comedic world. But not only that, it really goes to show, like, Bob Saget, you truly will be missed. Rest in peace to you. But anyways, guys, this has been your boy Jason, the Only Face General himself. Like I said, if you are new, welcome to the channel. Welcome to a new video. If you are old, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. And like I said, this has been your boy Jason, the Only Face General himself, signing out. Peace. And Bob Saget, rest in peace.